Hi, welcome back to Home of Wren. Welcome back to my studio. I'm Wren. I'm an artist and an illustrator. And in today's video, I want to take you on a typical week in my sketchbook. I'll be using my little Art Talents sketchbook here. So I just wanted to show you a typical week of me sketching. And if that's something that interests you, just keep on watching. So as we dive into this video, I just want to talk briefly about why sketching is so important to really any artist's creative practice. A sketchbook is like an artist's sanctuary. It's an artist's home base. It's a place to experiment, brainstorm, and capture moments of inspiration. Having a consistent sketchbook practice, to me, is like a muscle. It's like working out. And as you flex that muscle and work that muscle, the more you use it, the stronger your creative muscle becomes. So today I decided to sketch a vase with some simple flowers. I take a lot of my creative inspiration for sketching vases from home decor. I love home decor. I love flipping through home decor magazines and websites and just combining different styles and colors in an interesting way. I definitely love to play in my sketchbook. It's definitely a place that I try not to judge myself, but that can be pretty hard, to be honest. So right now I'm just sketching out the vase. I decided to use red. I think red, I'm in my red era right now. I'm really loving red in this moment. So like I said, I'm just combining different styles that I've seen and creating an interesting handle and just different creative elements in an interesting way, and just playing around, having fun, and just trying to loosen up a bit with this sketch. So, having a consistent sketchbook practice also doesn't mean, you have to just do one thing. I mean, I love to sketch flowers. Flowers are really my muse. It's what I love to draw the most. I think they're beautiful, and I think you can draw them and sketch them, paint them in interesting ways. But, in this sketch, you can see that I definitely, went in a different direction. I wanted to combine different elements, a wine glass, and I wanted to sketch florals in a more abstract way. So I was just playing around and having a lot of fun here, playing with color. So, the more you experiment really is the more you learn how your materials work. A lot of times in my sketchbook, I like to use markers or pencil. Sometimes I do use paint, but I think combining different mediums in different ways really helps you to learn your medium, and experiment with different things, color combinations, and just, get imaginative and quirky and just express yourself, even if it's unpolished or unfinished. Just take these small moments to just express yourself. It doesn't really have to be a finished sketch piece, a finished piece of art, but just take the time to really try different things. I think it could be really fun. This idea of play, I think, in a sketchbook is really important. Just having fun and trying not to take yourself too seriously, which can be hard. I mean, as artists, we can be very passionate and, passionate about our art, passionate about what we do. And it could be a very sensitive thing, a frustrating thing, and our artwork doesn't turn out the way we imagine. So I think a sketchbook is really a judgment-free zone to sort of try to release yourself from having judgments on your own work. So here I am back again, another day, another sketch. So as you can see, I'm just getting my supplies out. I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to draw, if I'm going to paint, if I'm going to sketch. Just looking through works that I've already done and trying to decide where to go next. To be honest, guys, in this clip, I was really tired. I also work full time, you know, in addition to being an artist. I mean, you got to pay the bills, right? So I was tired. I just came home from work and took a shower and was just trying to relax. Here you see me flipping through some old sketches, and sometimes old things, old sketches that I've done can give me inspiration for new work. Here you see I found something that I really didn't even remember that I had. So I was quite pleased with that. So yeah, you're going to see in a few moments the sketch that I decided to do. I really wanted to try something new today, so I hardly ever sketch faces or people. It's really not my strong point. I mean, I love to see portrait work and things like that, but I hardly ever do it. So today I wanted to dive back into that. There was a point in my art journey where I did that quite often. But when I see images on my phone, like on Pinterest or different sites, sometimes I screenshot things and say that I'll go back to it and just try to recreate maybe a scene or a portrait in, you know, some way that I find interesting. So here you see me sort of sketching a rough draft of a beautiful black woman that I saw. I think it was on Pinterest that I saw this. But really, I was really tired this day and, you know, really pushing myself. So yeah. So, you know how I said earlier that your sketchbook should be a judgment-free zone? I mean, today definitely tested that for me. You know, I really, to be honest, I really did not quite enjoy how this piece turned out. I enjoyed it in the beginning, sketching it, but I decided I wanted to add some watercolor, and it didn't quite turn out the way that I saw it in my mind. And I really wanted to give up at many points. I just wanted to give up on this one, but I just kept going, which I think is important, even if you don't like what you're doing, to just follow it through to the end. You know, so you see the finished result and maybe where you can do better next time. But yeah, I was really pushing myself, like I said, on this day, and just trying to see how far I could take this piece. You know, portraits are not really my strong point, but I wanted to give it a try and give it a go and see how far I can take this and really just experiment with my watercolors and with different tones and values and see what I could come up with. Here you see me adding some shadow with my black Tombow marker, and I think I should have stopped here. I wanted to add some shadow on her jawline, on the lower part of her face, but I really didn't like how that turned out. Maybe I should have went with a dark brown instead of black, but I did want it to be sort of abstract in nature. But as I did it, I was like, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But like I said, I just kept going with it and just really seeing how it would turn out. You know, in retrospect, maybe I would have blended it out a bit more. Yeah, I'm just showing you a different angle because I liked how it turned out around the nose and, you know, adding some shadow in some interesting ways. But on the jawline, I just did not enjoy that result at all. I just also wanted to say that sketching really, or art in general, just comes with consistency and a lot of commitment. Life can get really busy, but making art a priority, I think, is important. And it could just make a significant impact on your progress. So, and sketching also for me is a form of self-care. Along with staying hydrated and eating well, I think as an artist, sitting down and just taking a few moments to sketch really just, I don't know, it just speaks to your creative soul. And even finding small pockets of time in an environment where you feel comfortable. I love being in my home studio. It's really a place of rest and relaxation. I love being there. I love the color. I love the vibrancy. It's just really inspiring for me. So on this day, I just wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to sketch some eyes and some flowers and plants and just play around and do various things on this spread. Hi, welcome back to Home of Wren. Welcome back to my studio. I'm Wren. I'm an artist and an illustrator. And in today's video, I want to take you on a typical week in my sketchbook. I'll be using my little Art Talents sketchbook here. So I just wanted to show you a typical week of me sketching. And if that's something that interests you, just keep on watching. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for stopping by to Home of Wren, my creative sanctuary, my creative space. And please, if you like this video, just comment and let me know what you liked about it, what you'd like to see more. And yeah, happy sketching.